Today we're wild camping in a Cornish vineyard. We're Liam and Janine, a couple travelling the UK in our converted campervan. In this episode we drink a lot of delicious British wine, we meet a vegan business owner who has hemp on the brain, and of course we do some wild camping amongst the vines. So hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as we discover this place together.
Okay guys, so we are at we're at a vegan vineyard, and not only, it's not just the vegan vineyard and the organic wines and all of the rest of it that make this place absolutely amazing. It's the guy whose family own and run the vineyard has an amazing vegan business also that we can't wait to show you. It's very, very unique. But for now, let's go and do some wine tasting. So we're about to do a vegan wine test of these beautiful white wines, and this is the one that we said to have first. It's a softer wine, and it just looks really good. It's almost sort of like the colour of water, and this is what it tastes like. Oh, it smells lovely. So apparently this one's the one to go for first. It's soft, and that's more acidic, the second one after. But yeah, it's all pretty much organic as well. It's either organic or pretty much organic. Almost organic certified, biodynamic. You feel my fire. You're going to really like that one, Janine. That is really good.
That's nice. Yeah, it's not delicate. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, so this one is apparently more acidic, so it goes well with things like hummus because it cuts through the fat. And as it so happens, they have hummus here. They sell their own hummus, so I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, that is a lot more acidic. It's nice. We continued to try all the wines that were given to us. Liam was clearly enjoying himself as he guzzled every last drop in the glass. I'm sure you're not supposed to do that, but hey ho. I, on the other hand, had a different approach. Okay, so I'm sat here, we're sort of not even halfway through the wine tasting. I saw this bit of paper here and thought we'd be tasting these wines without realising we've got all these to go as well. So I've been literally drinking all of them. I may have to stop doing that because it's starting to go to my head a little bit, and we're only 4 down. We've had some gorgeous hummus with peppers and carrots and bread, and I think we've got some more wine coming.
Here's a fun fact for you. Janine and I have worked on vineyards for about a year of our lives, maybe more, maybe? More, yeah. In the Southern Hemisphere, in New Zealand and Australia and things. And they were some of the best days of our lives. They really, really were. Very, very underpaid. But we met some fantastic people and we drank some fantastic wine, and we were amongst some of the nicest, most stunning scenery in the world. So every time we go to drink wine now, even every single white wine I drink, I always think back to those days and how good they were. So this also takes me right back. Alright, so we're on the last of our wine tasting now. It's the red. It's absolutely delicious. Beautiful colour on it. We're a little bit lightheaded, so what we're going to do is I've just bought a bottle as well to take away in case we fancy a little bit of a tipple tonight. It's from my mum for my birthday, which is coming up. And we're going to go and get in Frida, and we're going to go and try and find a spot on this whole vineyard, the most beautiful spot to spend the evening, where we're going to have some more wine and some hummus and just have a really, really, really nice time in this amazing setting in England, in Cornwall. I couldn't think of a better way to end the day.
We went for a wander around the vineyard to take a closer look at the vines in the surrounding area. The land was beautiful with rows of vines. They had tiny little grape buds on, so still some time until they are fully formed. We enjoyed wandering this beautiful place and soaking up the last bit of sun for the day, surrounded by vines, flowers, trees and nature. So we read recently that this was one of the top 10 vineyards in the UK to visit, and I can totally see why.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. The experience of the wine testing, it feels like you're in another country, like in the Mediterranean or something. So now all that's left to do is to find quite a little spot to wild camp for the evening.
So the guy who is the son of the people who own the place, he called Tom, he is now taking us down to the place where we're going to park for the night. So we're on a bit of a convoy through these fields and stuff, and past the vineyard as well, past an orchard, and yeah, I haven't got a clue where we're going, but it's a right little mission.
But that would be the usual way to the lake down there that we're going to. Oh, down there!
Think you can make it down here. This kind of is the private way to the lake. So
oh, is it?
Whether you think you can do it.
I mean, I reckon we.
I think you'll be fine.
What about that bit of wood with the nails?
I might need that bit of wood with the nails.
This seems like a good as place as any to stop for the evening.
Okay, so we're at our spot that we're going to spend the night. We were going to go over there by a lake, and but first we came here to have a look at the sheep, because there's a field behind me full of sheep, and we decided that it was so nice here that we were going to stay here for the night and set up the chairs and the table and drink some wine, and we're right in front of the vineyard here. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So Liam's setting up the chairs now, and yeah, we've got the wine in the fridge cooling down, so we're gonna have that, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We sat amongst the vines and drank a bottle of our favourite wine that we tried at the wine tasting, ate some chocolate and chilled out in this beautiful vineyard with the sheep as our company. We even had a visit from Tom and his dog Cicero, who was very suspicious of these two van people blocking his walking route.
Cicero.
Who is it?
Hello.
He can't come past you, but he can't not. Come on,
Look at that stance.
Is it the lens that's freaking him out, maybe?
No, it's like there's never been probably something blocking this path. You know, that's why he just can't understand.
I can't say Cicero ever warned to us, but he did lick Liam's hand before we left. Yeah. Oh my god. What are they after, Liam? Are you the sheep whisperer? Hello. So, which one of you thinks that everyone should subscribe to the channel? Clearly none of you, but you should definitely subscribe anyway. So, the midges have started coming out and the sun's gone down as well, so it's going to get dark very, very soon. So, we're going to get the whole van set up for the evening, so it's all ready for us to go to sleep, and we will see you again tomorrow morning. Morning everyone, we've just got up and we've opened the doors to the van to have a look at the vineyard. It looks gorgeous this morning. There's lambs sleeping literally just behind us here, and I'm going to go outside and show you what it looks like in the morning. I'm trying not to scare them because I don't want them to go. So I'm just peeping around the corner, but oh my god, they're so adorable. Their faces are so fluffy. so me and Liam are going to leave the van here and we're going to go down to the lake. Apparently it's really, really pretty. So we're going to pop down there, have a look and see what the crack is with that. And then we're going to walk up to the Vineyard shop where you do all the wine testing, where we were yesterday, and we're going to go for a coffee. And the owner's son, who owns this Themptation business, he said that they do these truffles, these vegan truffles with CBD in, that we have to try because apparently they're amazing. So we're going to go to the lake and then have some CBD truffles, which is really random, but I'm so excited for it anyway. On the way to the lake, you walk through an apple orchard. And so these are all apples and they're really tiny at the moment, so they've got another few months left before they get big. They look like red apples, but I think when they're that small anyway, they're red, so they could be any type.
So Tom was telling us that they've got an orchard as well, so they've got apples, so they make cider as well. And there's so much demand for their wine and their cider that they're struggling to keep up with it. They've got so many apples and so many grapes, but they're really still struggling to keep up with the sort of demand. And they just keep their wine sort of mainly local as well. So local restaurants, food services in the local area and what have you, and local shops. But still, the demand is there, which is really nice to see British companies sort of, and all of their cider's vegan as well. Sometimes it's quite difficult to find vegan cider, but here it is, it's vegan, and it's really nice to see British companies doing really, really well, and they're trying to keep it as sort of as calm as possible, but it just goes to show, and it's really good quality gear as well.
I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy.
So what makes this vineyard so interesting? Not only is it vegan and organic, but they've also, the guys who is the son of the owners who run and this place, and also he also helps run this place as well, also has a vegan hemp business, and these are all the amazing products that he sells, and they are just phenomenal. We're talking hummus, pesto, he's got sea salted hemp caramel, hemp butter, hemp chocolate. It's just amazing.
We sat down in front of the Vineyard's wild garden, drank coffee and ate truffles with Tom, the owner of Themptation, and asked him about his hemp CBD business.
Hi, I'm Tom. I run Themptation. We're the UK's leading organic hemp-based food company. So yeah, we're now based in Cornwall, but we are essentially an organic hemp and CBD health food company. We make a range of products from 5 flavours of organic hemp hummus. We make hemp chocolate, CBD chocolate bars. We make CBD infused vegan truffles, only available on the website. And we started in London 10 years ago, and I sort of did farmers markets for the first 3-4 years. Had a team of traders by the end, and I loved that customer facing role. But then we got approached by Planet Organic, big love to those guys, and they wanted us wholesale, so we kind of switched the business that way, and now we kind of produce in Cornwall, but then we have distributors across the whole of the country, so yeah.
We drank our coffee and ate our truffles, which were amazing by the way, then went on a tour to the kitchen to see where the hummus and chocolate are made.
Welcome guys. So this is the chilled product section, and then we've got our chocolate lab over there as well. But yeah,
Fantastic.
It's tiny. I'm aware of that. You know.
I mean, we've got no idea.
Really? No, I've watched enough YouTube videos of like food production factories to know this is tiny. But yeah, this is the palace.
This is where it all happens. So he's just spoken about the whole sort of production of both the chocolate and the hummus, and has gone off to get some white chocolate for us. So.
Oh wow!
Oh, amazing!
Thank you so much. Yeah, can we get a picture of you holding it up?
Okay.
If you were gonna do a completely different CBD cannabis product, what would it be?
So. We'll go into skincare in the future. So I make a CBD body butter for our staff because we get kitchen hands. So that would be it. 100% into cosmetics, I think.
Nice.
And like all natural, all organic. You know, like I've seen so much rubbish. You read the back of a packet, it's just rubbish.
Yeah.
And yeah, ours was just like hemp seed oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, CBD, and then kind of flavourings. Nice. You know.
And will it always be vegan?
Everything will always be vegan. No going back from that. And certified organic as well. That's my two big things, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so that was amazing. We've got a load of white chocolate to leave with, and we were in there for quite a while because Liam and him were just nattering for ages because they can talk loads together. But we're leaving now. And we've had such a nice experience here, sleeping over, drinking wine, eating chocolate and hummus. It's like been ideal. Chocolate, hummus and wine is like the
really
best.
Can't complain at all. I'm meeting such amazing family. If you're down in this area, you just come and meet Tom from Themptation and his beautiful family and his beautiful vineyard and his beautiful products. Let's get in the van and see where the road takes us.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact for you, Janina. No, here's too much wine. Honestly, it goes straight to your head, doesn't it, in the sun?
Call us crazy, but things are finally right.